Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 981, An Author's Legacy. Before we go any further, scroll down, take a look, and find that subscribe button and click on that. Subscribe to this channel. There's Stanley. Oh, you can't quite see him. Let me see if we can turn this way. There he is. There he is. All right, An Author's Legacy. You've written all these great works. You've got your portfolio of stuff. You've got your hard drive jam-packed with great information, stories, metadata, ideas, and all of a sudden the worst happens. What do? Well, you do nothing because you might have died or you might have become incapacitated in some way. So what's going to happen with your stuff? If you don't plan it now, guess what? It's all going to peter out. And your revenue source, your revenue streams are all going to dry up. And it gets worse than that, because if you don't shut stuff off, guess what? You'll be paying for that stuff until you can your executor and your heirs can close your accounts. And then it's all going to go belly up. You'll get nothing out of your IP. Even if it was a huge earner before, it's going to peter out if you don't do anything with it. Steinbeck's heirs are still fighting over his works. Still, like 50 years they've been in court fighting this who controls what. It's crazy. So what do you do? What do you do? No matter where in the world you live, a will. If you live in an English-speaking country, you need to do a will. Now, there are different nuances wherever you are, but I address those in a planner, an estate planner called An Author's Legacy. And yes, that is a little bit of an upsell in this. No matter what you do, you need to have a will that designates what happens to your property. You can identify a literary executor, somebody who is solely responsible for managing your IP, or intellectual property. But if they can't get into your stuff, if they can't download your raw files, if they can't get to your cover files, if they can't get to, what do? Are they supposed to download it off Amazon, pirate it from yourself so they can have the files to make edits, to update it, to republish it? No, make sure they have access. So this is what the estate planner is all about. Whether you buy the one we've made or you just create your own, you have got to account for all of your stuff. And it starts with access to your computer, then your file system, then your files, then your Amazon password, your Kobo password, all of that stuff, so somebody can go down your business. And one thing we've done in the planner as well is we have a number of sections on how you run your business. What do you do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? What are your annual recurring costs for your business? What about your domains, your website? What about your social media? What about the stuff that you do to run your business? Very important, especially if your literary executor is going to keep that revenue train rolling down the tracks. You can, because backlists, right? We can sell backlists because we haven't put that book into as many readers' hands as would like it. The way to do that is you take the property and you advertise it, market it. But your executor, your literary executor, has no idea where exactly those markets are. This is where you tell them, here's what I've done. Here's what I'm going to explore next. Little things, all little notes. It doesn't take much, but you can do all that. You need to track it. So what about your phone? Is your phone your two-factor authentication? Like PayPal, they send me a text. You can't get into my PayPal without having my phone too. And I have a lot of other stuff that have this. I can never change this phone number. Never. Other things, it sends it to emails. All of this stuff, you got to track it all. So somebody who has access to your computer, if they don't physically have your phone, they're not getting into your accounts. If you have two-factor authentication set up, you don't think about it because, hey, I'm here with my phone on my computer, ask for it, pull it up, there it is, type in the numbers, Bob's your uncle. Access is only half the battle. Knowing what you want to do with your business, knowing what the series is about, knowing these things is the only way that person is going to be able to continue your work, your IP, earning revenue. And the only way they're going to do that is they work for you for a long time and they have a planner, a one-stop shop that shows, Here's where that book funnel account is, where people can download that file for free. Here's where this is. Here's what, think about everything you do, especially I've got almost 200 books out, 200. That is a lot of material scattered across the omniverse. I'll be working on this planner for the rest of my life to document where everything is and what it's all about. But you got to start sometime. Starting earlier is better. Keeping track as you go is better. Even if you're young, you still have to have this. A couple different authors died untimely deaths because car accidents. What do you do then? If you haven't prepared anything, here, where are their files? What happens? Got to be ready. It's peace of mind, your peace of mind, and you're doing your executor a solid. If you don't, well, guess what? You just screwed your executor. Your beneficiaries, your heirs, all of them are going to suffer while you try to figure this out. It might be years. Your books could be earning big right now. But if you don't have your ducks in a row, it could be years before any of that money gets to your heirs. Think about it. Is that what you want to do to your family? And during that time, your properties will peter out because nobody has access, because the court didn't grant them access. You need probate to get into that computer, to get into your phone, to get into your bank accounts. So be prepared. I put in a link there for an author's legacy. It's the best we could manage. I think it's the best on the market, and it takes in a lot of other information from all different sources I found regarding IP and managing IP after you've passed away. What does it take? And an author's legacy, that planner is 195 pages. A lot of information is going to go in there, but peace of mind, yours and your executors, your heirs, your beneficiaries, anybody who might take under your will. Peace, fellow humans.